They used resources, and we've talked about the transportation in the Arctic. They use dog sleds. Now, what is another name for the person who runs a dog sled? Do you have any idea what that name would be?
No.
No? Alrighty. Let's think about this. Often we see these people in the Arctic, such as, I don't know, maybe in our environment in a state called Alaska. You guys have all heard of Alaska. They ride on dog sleds, they wear big parkas, they have fur that sticks out around their parkas. You can only see a little circle of their face. And what are they called?
Eskimos.
Yes? Oh, yes, Eskimos. So Inuit is another way to say Eskimo. Inuit can also be the type of language that these people use. So the definition I want you to write down is the traditional oral language in the Arctic. And then in parentheses, I want you to just put as a reminder, Eskimo. You spell Eskimo, E-S-K-I-M-O. And just put that on the back of your note card because it's really going to help you remember that word, because that Inuit word is very difficult. It's not very typical of our English language. Another word that comes out of the Inuit language is mush. Now, in the passage, remember, we have Miss Frazzle, who out of nowhere just hops onto this dog sled that has supplies on it, and she just starts screaming at the top of her lungs, mush, 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 mush. Now, what in the heck do we think is happening here? We think she is going crazy, but then all of a sudden the dogs start to respond to her. They're huffing, they're puffing, and then they just start marching together and pulling the sled across the ice. So what do we think